Good morning, students. It is quite obvious that it is really impossible to study the 600 pages books again and over again. For example, if you are studying a history of English literature, any book, William DeLong, or you can say Routledge History of English Literature, you cannot revise it again and again. It is around 600 and 700 pages long, and in order to crack UGC-NET examination, you must at least complete your revision 10 times before the examination. Okay, so it will be very time consuming if you are just reading and highlighting a book, because you will not be able to revise the 600 pages. And so that is where the role of notes, or you can say short notes, come into place. Okay, note making is the best possible way to prepare any subject. That is one of the reasons why our study material is so crisp and to the points that students can revise it multiple times before the examination. But yes, in case if you are studying it by yourself, make sure that you make the notes in such a way that you are able to conclude the 600 pages book in 100 pages. And also 600 page book looks overwhelming. Okay, you are surely going to procrastinate and will never be able to complete your revision on looking at those 600 pages. But on the other hand, when you have 100 pages, you will feel less tendency to procrastinate, and moreover it will take you less time to revise these 100 pages in comparison to revise those 600 pages of book. Alright, so that is a way great advantage of writing short notes, or you can say shorts. Alright, so make sure that you are making notes on every subject that you are studying, most importantly British literature, literary theory and literary criticism. Do not forget that it requires at least 5 to 7 months to make the notes on these 3 to 4 subjects in an organized way. There is no easy way to get success in competitive examination. And yes, again, if you have subscribed to any coaching classes or the study material that we provide to the students, you can reduce the amount of time in making the notes. But for now, keep that aside, and let's talk about the best way how you can make the short notes so that you crack any competitive examination in English literature. Alright, so first of all, do not use short notebooks. Use A4 size sheets, because our aim is to use the minimum number of pages so that our mind do not feel overwhelming while revising the material. Okay, so if you pick small booklets, or you can say if you pick small notebooks, then at the end of 3 to 4 months you find that you have created a lot of notebooks on one subject or on multiple subjects. Again, that overwhelms you as you look at the bundle of those notebooks. Okay, so don't do that. Use A4 size big sheets rather than using small sheets, small notebooks. A4 size big sheets, unruled sheets. You don't have to have the distractions of those ruled sheets. Okay, unruled sheets, use those sheets of paper to make the notes, and write as small as possible, because our aim is to use fewer pages so that we can avoid the feeling of overwhelmingness. And that is one of the reasons, again, that is why we use small font size in our study material that we provide to the students. And also we have also tried to make sure that maximum amount of information should be covered in one A4 size sheet. Okay, so the same way you have to write down everything in your A4 size sheet as little as possible, writing neat and clean. And make sure that you never make your notes on your first reading, because when you read something for the very first time, everything looks important. You find that this is all important, this is also important. You open a Wikipedia page and you say that this is important, this is important. You keep on writing more and more notes. There remains no difference between short notes and long notes. Okay, so we are trying to make short notes. So the thing is, do not start writing notes as you begin reading. Okay, read 50 to 100 pages. First, highlight the important lines, and then again revisit those highlighted lines, and then make notes from those highlighted lines. Also, do not use more than 2 pens. Okay, use black pen for the headings and use blue ballpoint pen for writing the information. Do not make it coloring sketchbook. We are trying to make notes and not doing painting, or we are not making a color sketchbook. Okay, so 2 pens are enough. Write neat and clean notes by using blue ball pen, black ball pen, without overwriting, without cutting. very neat and clean, so that you feel very good when you read them again. Also, you can use diagrams to learn about the authors and their works. I had also made diagrams for a lot of writers, a lot of authors, to remember their work. For instance, there is a writer, American writer James Baldwin. He has written a work, Go Tell It On to the Mountains, or Giovanni's Room. So I have made some pictures under that James Baldwin, that someone is going on a mountain. James Baldwin, he has no, you can say, hair on his head. Sort of imagination you can use to make pictures, to make diagrams, so that you remember it for the longer time. And because everything is about retaining information, you have to retain information in any way. Use mnemonics, diagrams, pictures, graphs, you can say association, imagination, or anything. You may have to retain the information at any cost if you want to crack this competitive examination. I remember I used to have songs written on the complete works of Shakespeare, like he has written 35 or 36 plays, and I remember all the works of Shakespeare through a song that I created by myself. Okay, so you can use any mnemonics or diagrams or pictures to retain the information for a longer period of time. You can also watch movies, because that helps you to reduce the time to revise the subject. Okay, so you are naturally getting into the work, watching the movie, understanding the plot, understanding the characters. That helps a lot. So make sure that you are not reading the books alone. Side by side, you are making the short notes also. That helps you to revise before the examination. And do not forget to revise 10 to 12 times before the examination, because revision is the game which you have to master. Rather than covering new topics, revise whatever you have read. That is the real challenge in front of you. That is the way to crack UGC-NET English Literature competitive exam. So I hope you found the video worth your time. If you're new to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more such updates. That's it for this video. Thank you.